okay, is just the plan for the next 3 months and why I'm starting to do things where I do have like a set date for everything. The biggest reason is that you girls are all really, really, really busy. So there needs to be like a structured time that you are inviting people to, you know, what to post about, when to post about it, when to start inviting to it, and things like that. So that you can just be efficient. So when you do have that 1 hour of time, you're not getting on Facebook and staring at your screen like, what the hell do I do? You know, okay, I have this sneak peek that comes up in a week. So all I'm focusing on right now is doing my own thing, working out, reading something positive, drinking my shake, posting on social media. So doing you first and foremost. Okay? Please don't slack on this. Don't slack on this. Just, you know, a perfect example real quick, not to put the spotlight on you, but Tess Fault, guys, like Tess started off in March of my challenge group. So last year, okay, she didn't actually start coaching because I was retarded and didn't ask her about it until July. Okay, but then she took off the ground running. You know, she had like almost 7 to 8 coaches, which is crazy cool, all while being in like nursing school and becoming a nurse practitioner, doing clinicals, working, volunteering, having a social life. It's just insane. But even when Tess takes a step back from her business, she's always being proof of the product. Maybe not as consistently as she is when she actually is in coaching, but she hasn't given up on it. So when you are coming back in, the first thing to do is just follow a workout program. Just remember why you started, and it's because you are here to genuinely just share what you like about this stuff with other people, okay? So I do have the June calendar printed out. It's the same for July and August. And basically the reason why I wanted to do this is for a couple reasons. Is that you just know when to invite people. You don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel like you're getting behind. You know what you do when you get to sit down, and you really can build this business at your pace, okay? So it's important that you know when certain groups are so that you're not just randomly sending out messages. You have a clear directive every time that you hop onto your computer. I did upload these calendars. I have just the June one printed out. I do have them upload on the team page. I will just refresh them so they're at the top again. But I honestly have written out when to invite to the sneak peeks, when to invite to the webinar, when each group is going to start, and so on and so forth. I also have listed underneath the calendar, so just like in the comment section of that post, again, I'll refresh that to the top, when to post about it. Okay, so posting, guys, is pretty much if you post about a group before you go to like a 9-hour shift, that's working for you while you're not able to be on your computer working. So make sure that it is like a kick-ass post. You're excited, you're having fun, you're talking about something that either you're constantly hearing as an objection, just typically time and money. So address it in a fun, lighthearted way, but be like, seriously, dude, like, why aren't you in on this? Okay, so like make it fun and just try to like speak to your person. Okay. So the other nice thing about having all of these dates of groups already mapped out is that it's going to help you hit Success Club early. Okay, so the reason that I want you girls to aim to hit Success Club early is for many, many, many reasons. The biggest reason, honestly, is a little selfish, and it's because I want you to feel confident. Okay, when you are hitting Success Club early, you feel like, okay, this is working. When you hit Success Club early, you're more likely to work more throughout the month and to push for higher numbers. It's always those first, honestly, 5 points that are kind of like, who the hell are these 2 to 3 people going to be? Like, I have no idea who the first 2 to 3 people are going to be every month. Like, at the end of the month, when I see 0 on my screen, I'm like, here we go again. You know, like, it's a little overwhelming. But then it's like you just get those first 3 people, and you just tell yourself, like, every month, to me, I don't even, it's not even a thought in my head that I'm not going to hit Success Club. You know, you just do. Believe that. Even if you've never even hit it once, believe that it just happens. That's step 1. That is step 1 every single day. Okay? So you have to believe in it first. And then as soon as you find those first 3 people, it's just like people start to come out of the woodworks. You just build up this confidence where you're like, that's cool, girl, but you're not interested. Like, we're starting next week. Like, let me know if you went in on it. I close up enrollment tonight, or I can get you in on the next one. This isn't like a leggings order or a candle refill, guys. This is their health and their fitness, and they're going to go out and do something regardless. So offer them something awesome that you're already doing. Okay, so the other nice thing about hitting Success Club early is that you start to put more effort into this when you start to see results and this paying out for you. Okay, like I'm going to go into this more like once I get into the more mindset part of this call, but is that how do you get more results out of this? Like, how do you hit Success Club? How do you start to build a team? Guys, it really starts with being consistent. And I know that this can sometimes be a catch-22. I hear often, and I used to say all the time, well, I just don't want to put too much time into this yet until I see what it's going to give to me first. Okay? So that's like saying, well, I don't feel like going outside and watering my tomato plant because I have to like fill up this jug and I have to like walk outside and it's hot out there. So I'm just going to like see if like the rain will just like help. Like if, you know, the world will just do it for me and then I'll just like sit back and then once it starts to take off, then I'll do my part. Okay, I get it because I thought the same thing too. And guess what? I totally did that shit with Mary Kay. Hence why I didn't succeed at Mary Kay. And also because I hate makeup and they're like literally, not going to go into that. So you have to get consistent first. If you are showing up every day and you are putting into this, it's like, think of it honestly like your baby. It's like you can talk to your child all the time and you're like, why won't you just talk to me? Like, why are you crying? Like, tell me what you want. I don't understand these tears. This isn't a language, right? But you don't just like give up on it. You keep coming back to it every single day. You don't see any changes, drastically overnight, but then over the months, the more love that you put into it, the more real and honest that you are, the more vulnerable that you get, the more you break down and have emotional breakdowns and cry, and you're like, am I the only person that sometimes thinks about strangling my children? No, you're not alone. Like, we've all kind of been there once or twice. But treat your business just like that. And you can do that whether you're working 30 minutes a day on this or you're working 3 hours a day on this. Remember, no one but you is telling you that you're not putting enough time into this. No one but you is telling yourself that. Okay? Beachbody doesn't give a shit if it takes you 5 years to hit diamond. They don't care. They're not gonna fire you. It's the beauty of all of this. This is your business. So when you want to run with it, run with it. It's there. It's waiting for you to just go. But if you just need to take a step back or you just are feeling a little overwhelmed, go back to basics. Focus on you. But accept that this is a fucking roller coaster of emotional nightmares, but some of the most beautiful things are going to happen to your life when you just run with it. Okay? So the other nice thing about having a schedule written out like this is that it's really duplicatable. Okay? So pure and honest fact, probably the reason why some of you haven't, been, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe have no idea what our team is doing, I guess is the best way to say it, is because I'm so inconsistent. I don't have duplicatable systems because I am not as organized as all as you think I am. I have pretty binders and that's pretty much it. I'm an over planner and sometimes an under putter together, I guess you could call it. Making all this up as I go. So that's why I really want to have this duplicatable system, because I feel that I have let you guys down. And all of you are self-starters, which is awesome, but it's going to be really nice for then when you guys have your team. Okay, so that's why I want to do this now, when all of you are kind of like baby coaches still, so that when you start bringing people on, they know exactly when we're running a group every month. They can either join in with the larger team groups, or they can just see how we have ours mapped out or how I have mine mapped out, and they can just follow suit, okay? So that they're still inviting at the same times of the month that we are. They're still getting the same support. They're still hitting and aiming for Success Club early every month. But if they want to branch off and do it on their own, they know how to and they can. So that's the whole purpose behind doing it. And obviously then, the whole thing is as you start to grow your team, you have more confidence as a coach. You can start talking to people and being like, yeah, no, like, I know that you think that I'm just inviting anyone and everyone, but I don't. And more than that, I am here and I have people on my team and I did find somebody to do this, you know? You have belief in this, and you're going to start putting more time into it. You really do. It's one of those things where we like things that we're good at, okay? But so much of the time, we don't ever let ourselves get good at it because we give up too easily. Okay, so then we say that we don't like it. And then when someone asks why you don't like it, you don't even know why. Okay, but it stems back to just like, well, I wasn't good at it. And so many of us cannot admit that. All right? So kind of getting a little bit into, I'm going to talk about Success Club again at the end, but to kind of talk more about the emotional roller coaster of being an entrepreneur. I don't want to say this. So the thing about coaching, especially like in the first 6 months to a year and a half, okay, if you're not in this full time, like most of you right now, is that it feels like you are giving to something, and it is not giving you anything back, right? Now, maybe, you know, and what I mean by that is, sure, it's giving you like a workout program. It's giving you an awesome meal every single day. It's giving you, you know, confidence to talk to people. It's helping you step outside of your comfort zone a little bit more. You're meeting new people that you might not have met any other time in the world if it weren't for this. But it's not giving you something that is more time right away. It's not giving you more money, which is typically the two things that we are seeking if we're going out to get another job, right? If we're going out to take away more time and to make more money, we kind of want to have one or the other. With coaching, you're sacrificing money and time in the beginning. And why? It's because it's a business. It's a business. It's like if you follow anybody on Instagram that you look at their life and you're like, how are you a travel blogger and going all over the world? Well, she gave up a lot of her time. She gave up a lot of activities with friends and family and things like that to save up every cent to be able to afford that first trip. And then she blogged her entire way, or whatever it might be, until she was finally sponsored. So those are like thousands and thousands and thousands of words that girl probably wrote, sacrificed time, sacrificed money, staying in hostels, you know, giving up things to live that dream. Okay, so it's just knowing what you want so clearly that the time right now that you already don't have is worth fighting for. It's worth working for. It's worth giving up some time for right now. And guys, I get it. Like, believe me, being in a car for like 8 hours, like the 6 times in the past month, like it sucks. It sucks. And I get home and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I typically wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So it's like I'm now in this car in this awkward situation. All I want to do is go to bed. But then in the back of my head, all I'm thinking to myself is, but the reason we're doing this is because right now it doesn't fit into our budget to pay for a U-Haul to drive us up and down the East effing Coast. So that is my why. So no, I'm going to sit my ass in front of my computer right now and I'm going to send out 15 freaking messages. 15. It takes like 25 minutes. I go straight to bed. 25 minutes is totally worth the opportunity of maybe 2 to 3 people ordering just by following up with them. Now that's $150 at minimum. And more than that, that could potentially be 2 coaches that end up running with this business because of 25 minutes. You have to think so much bigger than I'm giving up sleep, I'm giving up TV time right now. Okay? Don't think about what you're giving up. Think about what you'd be gaining if you just did it anyway. Because in the time that you're thinking about not doing it, you could have already started. Right? But I'm sure that you guys have seen that one quote, or it's like a meme kind of motivational photo. It's like an arrow that you need to be pulled back before you get thrown forward. It's the same thing with any network marketing business, guys. I actually heard that the first time in Mary Kay, and it's so true. And you're going to be tested in this because you're, again, like I said, I say all the time, you are doing something that most people don't do, and so you're going to be facing trials and different mountains, and it's just, are you going to just get stopped by them, or are you going to either go around and take a little bit longer but still go and not give up, or are you just going to trudge right the hell over it? So the biggest thing is, as far as like, getting through all of these emotions, is number one, you have to accept that some weeks you just need to take some time off. Sometimes you just need to walk away from your computer. Like, I get it. But one of the biggest things that's really helped me recently as far as like in my conversations and just having more confidence, is blasting music every time I sit down on my computer. Like, I do not send messages anymore unless I have some like either hip hop workout music on or just literally gangster rap. Just anything that kind of gets me out of my head. It makes me feel like I'm just straight up talking to these girls as if they were sitting right in front of me, or we were out at a bar and I was confident and like had a shot or two in me, just kind of talk like that. And when you do, it's just kind of like, yeah, girl, like with or without you, I'm doing this. It's awesome. I've been doing this for a year and a half. Like, if you want to do it, cool. If not, like, stop wasting my time. Like, I'll reach out to you again next month. When you can say it like that, it makes them feel like, okay, so she's not like most coaches. And guys, even if you're thinking in your head sometimes like, well, I'm not at that level yet, or I'm not really making any money yet, or whatever it might be. They don't know that. They don't know that. Fake it till you make it. Okay. Lindsay Matway, she's number 2 or 3 Beachbody coach in the company, was in like, guys, over $400,000 of medical and credit card debt. Okay, she didn't even have a high school degree. She dropped out of high school. All right, she was pregnant at like 17 years old. Number 2 to 3 coach in the company. That's insane. All right, and Lindsay Matway pretty much talked as if she was making $50,000 a week. I kid you not. And why do I just randomly say that number? Because she's making over $50,000 a week as a coach. It's retarded. I won't go into the math of showing you how all that works, but if you want to look it up on YouTube, you can figure it out. And at the time, she was only making $57 a week, but nobody knew it. Because when you're just so confident, you just believe in it, and you just have that vision, and you just know it's going to happen. Just like with hitting Successful every month, I don't know who it's going to be all the time. I mean, I have like an idea of who I'm following up with and who is interested, but sometimes it's just these random ass chicks. Okay, it'd be the same thing for you. And just have to believe in it. It's inevitable. I know I'm going to hit it. So it's just how many people am I going to help this month? Same thing with her. I know I'm going to turn this into something because there's no plan B, and some of you, and what I think is so cool about so many of you is that you actually really love what you do. Like, you have, and I know that you know this, but like, you're really, really blessed to have that, because for somebody like me, I had no idea. I had no idea. Like, there was no plan A, And so for me, this is plan A. There is no plan B. There's no other option for me. This has to work. It has to work. Okay? And so when I'm just so in that mindset, tired doesn't matter, because I'm so hungry for this lifestyle and to show you guys. Like, I hope you know that one of the reasons I was pushing, honestly, so hard to get Ben to Diamond this month is because I was like, you know what? I feel like because I'm all over the freaking place with groups and schedules and what our team is doing and training and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I need to show my team that, like, I am here, that if I can do this, that they can do this. And I really was going to use the excuse of moving and drama with family and whatever. And I didn't. And I did that because I want to show you guys that you can do this too. You can do this too. Really, the only thing that I think is different between me and you is just my belief. That's it. And belief comes from seeing results. How do you see results? Get consistent first. It's all you got to do. Either get consistent 30 minutes a day, or get consistent an hour a day, or get consistent 3 hours a day. It doesn't matter. Just get consistent. And the second that you do, you're going to be so productive in that time. So that 2 weeks from now, that 30 minutes, you're going to be getting more done than most coaches do in their 2 hours of working. That's all you got to do, is just set one time block and just know what you're going to do. Whether it was you've sent out maybe 100 friend requests between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then you didn't plan on doing any more the rest of the week. So then, come Monday in that 30-minute block, all you want to do is talk to new people. It doesn't have to be the boring hey girl message. You're playing music, you're having fun, you're cuddling with your pet, and you're just like, hey girl, oh my gosh, just scrolling through Facebook, stumbled on your page and realized I never reached out to say hi. Totally just saw that you went to Hershey Park. I'm so jealous. Did you go on that new ride? Okay, great easy way to start talking to somebody. Natural way where it's not an awkward, hey girl, if those feel weird to you. Just be like, I was literally scrolling through Facebook like everybody, and I came on your page and I realized how are we connected? And I noticed I never said hi, so hey, just like that. Okay? So that's why it's really important to have that plan. Because if you have a plan, then you can get consistent doing that plan. And then the more consistent you become, the more results you're going to see. It just happens. It just happens. Okay? It's like with a sport, the more consistent you are, the more talent you have. In school, the more consistent you are in studying and showing up to class, the better your grades are going to be. Training a dog, the more consistent you are with taking them out to go to the bathroom. Guys, this is for everything in life. Okay? And so when you get consistent, you start to see those results. Then you start to find more time in your day. And it's not, and you guys all know this because we talk to people about health and fitness. It's not about finding the time. You just make more time because you start to see more of a reward. It's the same thing like if any of you have ever picked up an overtime shift. It's no different than that. You see the reward of doing it, so you do it. It's the same thing with this. If you see a reward coming in from coaching, you're going to put more time into it. Just get into that mindset. This really can be just like your regular career or business when and if you treat it like that. Right? So a couple more things, and I'm just going to finish off with some tips real quick. So, just obviously you guys know this, that coaching isn't easy. It really isn't easy. So when people are like, I'm just so sick and tired of these annoying posts, it's like, God, if that's all I had to do in a day, like, geez, I wish that's all I had to do. Like, that's like, it's a 32nd of my coaching business, right? Is posting. And then people are just like talking shit about it. It just goes to show that people just don't know. But that's okay, guys, because they're not supposed to know, because you didn't know. You didn't know. That's why so many times one of our biggest objections is, well, I'm not on social media. So get on it. I can do that. I can teach you how to do that in 2 seconds. That's like the least of the worries. All right? So coaching isn't easy, but I really want you guys to go back to asking yourself, honestly, how often do you look at your why? Like, seriously, like, how often are you looking at it? And how often are you thinking about it and writing it out? And if you're not, I encourage you to do it. I really encourage you to do it. Even just for peace of mind and just for quality of life outside of coaching in general, it's really important to have goals. It's not just after we graduate college and the degree isn't the end goal. Even if you go on to continue education, that next certification or whatever it might be, that shouldn't be the end goal. We should always be learning. We should always be striving to be better versions of ourselves, right? So always be setting goals. Always have something else that you're working toward and working for. Because if you stop and realize that the only thing you're working toward is a paycheck, something's wrong. It's not what life is all about. So you can still do what you love to do, which obviously gives you that paycheck, but doing something like coaching on the side in just the next 2 to 3 years is going to give you the option and the opportunity and the freedom to do that thing that you love because you love it, not because you have to do it for an income. Then you don't have to pick up extra shifts. So you don't have to work on holidays. So you don't have to ask off work or, take time off when your kids are sick. Like that's what you should think about every single day. All right. And so, okay, so the last thing I just kind of wanted to finish off is just really like making this fun, guys. The really cool thing about posting on social media is that you can make coaching anything that you want it to be. Like you really, really, really can. So like one of the things that I was just looking at is, if you're somebody that is shy, what popped up on my time hop the other day was my first live video. Holy shit, it was awful. It was awful. I said probably the whole time. It was 30 some minutes long. Stupid. Nobody watched that, But I went live because I was so shy, and I was like, I just need to get over it. I watched a social media training. They're like, you just need to go live. I'm like, all right, well, if successful coach is doing it, then I'm going to do it, even if I look retarded. I don't look retarded. I think that I do. No one else is thinking anything about this other than me. Same thing goes for you. Okay? So if you're shy, I encourage you to go live. Go live. And if you don't like it, you don't have to post it. You don't have to post it. But the only way you're not going to be shy anymore is if you step outside of your comfort zone and do something that a shy person wouldn't do. All right? If you're somebody that swears a lot, use it. Okay? Right there, you're going to nix out the people that aren't your tribe. So then you don't have to worry about censoring yourself or saying the wrong thing or upsetting or offending somebody, right? You're attracting your tribe right there toward you, which makes it really nice. Then when you start posting, you're making call to action posts, and then you're reaching out to people that not only want to do what you're doing and be a part of what you're doing, but you guys click. All right? And what was it? Yeah, just I really want you girls to just like think about what lights you guys up inside that you can really intertwine into coaching. You know, like what else are you doing in your free time that you can kind of put a little niche on coaching with? Okay? So I'm trying to think. Like, so kind of like my little niche, I guess you could say, is I really do love making workout videos. I love it. And I used to do it all the time, and I had a big YouTube channel and a website going way before coaching. And then I felt like I needed to stop doing that for some reason. And so that's like really my niche. It's something that I really enjoy doing. Okay. And I know like for Taylor, it's cooking and it's meal planning. All right. And for you guys, it could be anything else. Like I've seen so many coaches that are big into gardening, that are really big into like the whole crystals and Reiki thing. Coaches that are really big into, I don't know, like, you know, test the whole nurse thing. Like that's a ginormous field to tap into. You know, posting the funny, you know, nurse memes. They're everywhere. Okay. Constantly doing the things that you love about it, but then the little things that you would change about it, but that coaching kind of supplements, you know, little things like that. And really just when you scroll through Instagram, when you scroll through Facebook and you're scrolling through YouTube and you see the top coaches, the reason that they're like the most successful people is because they're not Beachbody. They're just not Beachbody. They're themselves individually. Like when you scroll through their feed, like sure you might see a bottle, but you might not see what it says on it. You see like yellow stuff in it. Like in your head, you know what that is because you're a coach, but other people don't. Or you see her doing a workout program and you know what it is, but most people don't. But it's because she also has other things like traveling in there. Well, I don't have the money to travel right now. Then just talk about it. Post photos of places that you want to go visit. Show your calendar where you're crossing off that you put $5 into your savings account to plan for a trip next year. Whatever it might be. Okay, there's always something that you can do. But seriously, like the most successful coaches, they brand themselves. They steal the show. They don't push the products. They don't push the programs. They just talk about how awesome and happy they are. And they talk about their vision. That's really the only difference. So what was I going to say? So just the faster that you get to the point where you really are sharing like how Beachbody fits in and around your life rather than the opposite way. So how Beachbody fits in and around your life, the faster that you do that, the faster people are going to trust you. And and what I mean by trust you is that they're going to trust that this is something that they can do while working a full-time job. This is something that they can do while they're in school. This is something that can grow into either from $50 a week to $500 a week to $5,000 a week. But it just starts with you. So if you're frustrated sometimes that you feel like people aren't joining you or whatever, just ask yourself, what aren't I doing? What could I do differently? Because they're out there. They're out there. The only thing that you can control is you. So focus on you first. Instead of trying to change and fix everything else and spending so much time and energy on things that you can't change, just don't waste your time. Go right into here and start from here. Okay? So, last quick thing I wanted to show you guys, because I know that you girls are super busy and with traveling and stuff coming up, I think this is super awesome, so I thought that this would be a big time saver for you. So it's free, and it's called Linktree, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Okay, so it's kind of broken up here, but all you do is go to this website, and you sign up with your Instagram account. Okay, so this is designed for Instagram. So you would put in whatever your Instagram name is and your password, and it will link to that. So I'm already signed in, so I can just click login. Okay, so this is what this is. So in your Instagram bio, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, I'll show this real quick. Okay, so in your Instagram bio, you can have one link. All right, so it's kind of annoying though when you have a link and like, you know, one day you want to talk about coaching. So if you want to have then like a link to your your sneak peek group, then until you have to change it out. Then the next day, maybe when you make a post about your challenge group, right? So it's just more time consuming, right? We're trying to be efficient. And why are you trying to be efficient? Because you know that your niche doesn't have time and they don't have money. So you got to show them how you fit this in and how this works around your schedule. So what I did in here was I made this post and I just kind of said like, what I say, if you want to check out my super simple meal plan and prep and have one-on-one help, whatever, follow the link in my bio and select number 1. Okay, so what is that? They're going to come to here, and this is the landing page that they're going to see on their phone. I'm going to show you how to make all this. I kid you not, this took me 25 minutes. 25. This is going to save you a lot of time, and I'll show you why. So they'll come here. You can change the background, your photo, whatever. So click on number 1. So want to feel confident? Join my next challenge. This is great for you so that in the morning you can make a post that says go to the link in my bio, and then when you come home at night, you can see all of the responses from people that wanted to join your group. Okay? So next group just starts this coming Monday. So we had a prep week start today. So I was talking about June 5th challenge. All right, so then the following Monday is going to be another prep week, and then the following Monday is going to be the 19th. Okay, so you see kind of how having a date makes it seem a little bit more professional or whatever. So this is for Instagram people. So I'm going to have their name. You guys can completely copy and steal the whole thing. Okay, I do not care. I really want you to, if you want to, only because it's going to give you all of the information that you need from them. It basically takes whatever conversation you would have had over a 2-week time span because of your crazy schedules into one block of time. So instead of going back and forth about their goals, check out this video, whatever, they fill this out. All you do is send them one message with a link to the all access video and wait to hear back from them. That's it. It just cuts out all the time from you. All right, so all this will do then is you can click on this little arrow up here, and I just made this, I shouldn't have any, but then you'll be able to see responses. Okay, so you can go through and then you can see those people's names and then you can reach out to them. Okay, so how this works is you go to Linktree. Okay, I'm going to copy. So let me see. I'm just going to put this into our group chat real quick. So you guys can all just go to it, play around with it if you want to. Yeah. Okay. So when you go there, like it walks you through everything. So you can just have the title of whatever you want. So as you can see for me, want to feel confident, just click on this and you can change it out. And then the link to whatever you want to go to. Okay. So what's nice is that you can also see it right on here. And then all I did was in my link in my Instagram bio, it'll tell you my bio link. Put this in your Instagram bio. It literally walks you through everything. It's super nice. Okay. So what I did is this is Linktree, and how I made this form is just go to Google, go to your Drive, and it's going to be under the option of More, and then Google Forms. All right, you can change all of this. You can even go into like the main Google Forms section, and it'll have customer feedback, party invites, all of these things kind of laid out. So like I had one for curious about coaching. So I just made like a little cover photo for it, nothing crazy. All right, so just ask any questions that you would genuinely ask like your ideal coach or BFF. And it just makes things so simple. So you can go to work for a whole long day. And again, remember that the first time you do this, no, you're not going to have 100 responses. Don't get discouraged and be like, oh, it doesn't work. Okay? Don't do that. I've been doing this now for, I think, just 2 weeks. I've gotten 6 responses. But what I've been doing that's worked really well is after I make a post, okay, so I'll make a post on Instagram. I'll show you here. So I made this post. And then what I did is I uploaded it then to my stories, okay? So why did I do that? Because some people don't always see your posts. They might just actually follow your story. I honestly don't know how that actually happens, but I heard that the other day when I was watching Instagram training videos. So it was saying how you want to show people if you're doing like a call to action post or a giveaway, or you want to get someone's attention to a post where you've like asked people to do something, or you're offering something, screenshot a photo or screenshot your Instagram page and then upload it to your stories. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Is if you guys can see this. I circled the post. Lots of stories today. Okay. So I just screenshot and I circled it and I just said, check out my most recent post so that you can join in on this. All right. So that's one cool way. Again, just another quick way to help save you some time, working for you while you can't work. Guys, you really can make this fit into any schedule that you have. Just planning ahead. It's all you have to do is plan ahead. So out of all of this that you took tonight, take one thing that you learned that was like, wow, and implement it. Don't try to do all of it. Just take one thing that you had an aha moment with and just start getting super consistent with it. And then 2 to 3 weeks from now, come back to your notes and take one other thing and implement it. Change doesn't drastically happen overnight altogether at one time, guys. It takes one step, doing one thing over time. Everything will fall into place. Okay? So I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to unmute all of you, and then you can ask questions if you want. And if not, I'm just going to call. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, first of all, I love how long your hair is.
Oh my God, thanks.
So I was talking, sorry, Taylor, I don't know if you wanted me to point you out or not, but Taylor,
no, it's fine.
Like, we were talking, and we both have like the same like problem. Like we're talking to people, we're getting a lot of no's, excuses, silent treatment, and like we're doing. I'm at least sending like 20 invites, 20 friend requests, all the hey girls I can. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Okay, so let me share my screen with you real quick. Okay, so the biggest one I get is definitely money. Give me just, okay, so actually this girl, perfect example. So I will actually just walk you guys through this exactly how it was. So my message was to her last Tuesday, hey Bree, thank you so much for the love of my photo and accepting my ad. Seriously love your feed and all of your wonderful energy. I feel like we're going to be friends and can't wait to talk more. Let's talk soon. So simple. It wasn't like an awkward hey girl message. It was like, thank you for liking my stuff, whatever. I like your stuff. I think that we'd be friends. Definitely I try to keep an upbeat, positive attitude, whatever. And I said, well, you're doing a great job, blah, blah. And I said, I'm just loving your post. Like, where are you from? Okay, just starting to form her supernatural. All right? I will show you an example of people that don't respond. This is just an example of somebody who's talking back to you. Talking about herself, let's have a good time. I enjoy working out. Why the frick did she say that to me? Well, because I post workout videos. I'm posting workout selfies. I'm talking about fitness. Okay? If she had mentioned something like, no, I really like getting drunk and like going to like raves and headbanging concerts, I'd be like, well, that was random as hell. Like, never say that to me because that's not who I am. Okay, so she said, I gained weight after college. I've been trying to lose. How about yourself? So, guys, I would never, I mean, we've been talking like 4 times. I would never say something. But I was like, oh, that's cool. I went to Pitt, whatever. And I was like, dude, not to be too forward at all, but I run these private Fit Girl challenges every month, and they're freaking amazing. Would you want to check out what it is and see if it could be the motivation you need to get up and kick some ass? And I'm just being like straightforward, just like literally talk to these people like you normally talk to somebody. And her answer was absolutely. Next question is, again, you stop talking. It's all about them. I said, great, I'm happy I asked. So before I start rambling, tell me about you. What's your current routine like if you're following one? What are your top fitness goals? And what are your biggest struggles? So she responded. Again, not everybody's going to be like this, but she did respond. She kind of shared all this stuff, whatever. And then here it goes. I would love to hear about your fitness group, but I want to let you know up front, I'm not looking to pay a lot of money to be a part of something.
I got one of those today.
Yeah. We just built a house, so the dollars have been kind of tight. And I said, I feel you, girl. I'll be straight up with you from the start. This is what I see. Why did I say that to her? Because this is a fucking awesome deal, and you're crazy if you don't want this. Okay? And when you are so confident in that, you just don't get the objection anymore. You just don't get it. It's just kind of like, okay, whatever, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, but like that's all relative. Like, what don't you want to spend money on? Because I know people that are spending like $80 a month on a freaking yoga membership. That's just yoga. Blah. Right? So I said it's a one-time price for the entire year from the day you join. It's amazing. Just wait for what you're about to see and how you're going to save money and time by working with me. If you really seriously want to lose those 10 to 15 pounds, girl, it's totally worth it. Okay? So this is why it's so important. The second that they say that they're interested, you stop talking and you're just like, tell me about you. Because people want to hear that. Because every other network marketing person, the annoying people that kind of ruin it for us, for people like us, they're just like, okay, so like I have this goal and like I really want to hit it and like you need to do this, 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 and this for me. Here's my link. Let me know when you're done. When you can say to her like, okay, I'm happy I asked, but now tell me all about you. Which I'm sure that you're doing, but maybe one of the things is using exclamation points. I know that these things sound silly, guys, but like that is why I'm listening to music. Because when I'm listening to music, I'm like, oh my God, girl, like that's not me normally. Emily's usually monotone. I'm not the most upbeat, girly girl person ever. But when I have my jams on and I'm like in the zone, I'm like, hey, and I can act like that. It doesn't seem natural at first, but you just get into the groove. So she shared with me all this, whatever. This has been my go-to message, and I will send this to all of you. Actually, to be honest with you, Kelsey Russo came up with this, and it was just freaking awesome, and it's been working, so I've been using it. So I repeated her goals right there, and then I shared my goals for her. I want to get you on the same program as me, and I want to work toward your fitness goal of, and this changes all the time because this is not everyone's fitness goal. Okay, I'll create a routine with you mixed around this stuff, whatever, we'll dial it on your nutrition, blah, blah, blah. Second, I want you to commit to taking the same superfood shake that I take every day that comes with your plan, whatever. Okay, so I said, check this out. Enrollment closes tomorrow. We're doing it, girl. Are you in? Like, I'm doing it with or without you. Are you in or not? Because you just told me that you wanted to hit these big goals, and you're not doing it on your own. So is it really worth it to you? Like, do you really want to do what you just told me you wanted to do? Okay. So next thing was, what time does enrollment close? Whatever, until 6. Do you have any additional info? I said, that's kind of it. But if you want to take a peek at this is a little infomercially, but you can. So she checked it out. And this was her response. So it's $160 up front, but you only get a 30-day supply of the shake. So after the 30 days, you have to purchase more. I'm interested, but I think for the price, maybe it should be more than just a 30-day supply of the shake. And I'm like, no, because you're completely ignorant and uneducated about this, and not in a rude way at all do I mean it. She's not supposed to know anything about it. But no, this is not like your GNC Walmart protein shake. This is very, 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 very different, which is why you cannot just buy it anywhere. All right? So I just said, you don't have to, but I would definitely encourage you to. Again, I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you on something because I am thinking so much further beyond that. When somebody joins my challenge group, I'm thinking to myself, are they going to coach? And when they coach, what kind of coach are they going to be? And think like the success club points and don't even think about that. Because if you're not so focused on that, it just starts to happen. Think beyond that part. Think to the coaching part. Okay, so I just said this was my response to the money objection. I said there's tons of awesome ways to fit this into your budget that we'll talk about when it comes time for your next order to ship. The biggest reason Shakeology, actually let me mute everyone real quick. Okay, so I said the biggest reason that Shakeology is so important in your first 30 days is because it's going to reset your metabolism, your digestive tract, and your taste buds. Basically, it's going to set you up for success so you have energy, you feel happy, and you're ready to kick ass. Honestly, most of my clients drink it every day, but that's something we'll talk about after we see if you love it. If there's a will, there's a way. Okay? There always is. If you really want to get your nails done, you find a way. Okay? All these girls out there saying, I don't have money to do this, right? Well, you just went to Forever 21 again. You really wanted it, so you made it work. That's how it works. Okay? So I finished it off by saying, for the entire year, girl, you get every program ever created, access to step-by-step meal plans, all the stuff, blah, blah. I said, kind of nuts. That's less than 50 cents a day for the year. I said, right now, you told me you need convenience, something that's going to get you 10 to 15 pounds weight loss results without a lot of time. And I promise you that if you work with me, we will get you there. I'd love to work with you for the year and be on your journey. I know you're going to do incredible things in just your first 30 days, so I'm excited to see where you'll be a year from now. All right? So I talked as if she has already said yes. So give me 2 seconds to grab my charger, and then I will show you a conversation of somebody that has not responded and how to kind of go about that. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So then after saying that, again, just leading with confidence, I'm with family right now, but if the offer's still on the table, I think I want to do it. Okay, that's as simple as it goes. Okay, the other nice thing that's also really important that you guys should always have on you is, so just to make it really simple for you, are your order instructions typed out. So that girl is ready. So I have this written out. It's just like my invite script. This is already on the team page. And all I can do is go to the side, click on order instructions, and literally just go like this. Copy and paste. And the only thing that I add to this is I just say that chocolate is my favorite. Okay, and just leave it at that. So now for someone else. Some people you're just going to get that just don't respond to you. Okay, so I messaged this girl in March, and you can see how my wording has changed over the time. Hey, girl, thanks for accepting my ad. Love meeting good vibing people and felt like we'd get along great. If open to making new friends, I'd love to talk more sometime soon. You guys heard that invite 100,000 times, or that hey, girl message. I didn't follow up with her because I didn't know about doing that back in March. So I reached out to her again because it was her birthday. So then I followed up with her again today. And this was my invite for her. Okay, so this is the third time. And I really didn't, address the fact that we haven't talked yet. I just kind of said, hey, just scrolling through Facebook and saw your post about your little girl being discharged from the hospital. So I want to send healthy vibes, whatever. And basically just said, I'm happy I stumbled here, though. I just finished the layout for my June challenge group, and I realized I didn't tell you about it. My bad, no obligations, but did you want to take a look at the invitation. There's no invitation, guys. It's just talk about stuff, okay? So no invitation. It's just I invited you. That was the invite, okay? If you just said yes to it, you've just taken a peek at the invitation, okay? So I just wanted to see if this was your jam. Either way, let's talk soon. So no response, but I'm going to follow up with her 2 days from now. My message will be, hey, girl, I seriously don't want to be a pain in your ass, but I see you seeing my messages. So if you're not interested, no worries. But if you are, I definitely wouldn't want you to miss out on this. And, even finish off by saying, I just really love what I do and I can't help but want you to be a part of it. If that offends you, well, that's your problem, not mine. Somebody else. Okay. Being straight up awkward as shit. So February. Just stopping by to send some happy vibes your way, and thanks for accepting my ad. Thought you seemed nice. Thanks for spreading positive thoughts, and hope to talk more sometime soon. Okay, again, didn't know how to follow up because I'm not perfect, and I'm really not that great at all this, guys. I just show up every day and just make it look good, okay? Then, so I reached out to her in April. My message then was, I know we haven't met, but I think you'd be awesome in my online accountability group. All right. Found her by simply going through the Messenger app on my phone, and I did all A's in April. Okay. I have a lot of friends on Facebook with letter A. That's why I hit Success Club 30. If you were to actually look at any of the girls that were added to our challenge group last month, all of their names started with A, which is kind of funny. So didn't follow up with her again. And my message May 10th, so earlier this month, was, hey, happy Wednesday. I don't mean to be a pain. Totally cool if you're not interested. I'm just excited about my upcoming group, and I didn't want to leave you out. Have you considered checking out the details? Either way, let me know. So I followed up with her one more time, okay, because I saw that she was seeing my shit. You can unfriend me. Like, why are you not unfriending me if you're looking at this? So I just went for it. Hey, babe, just going Facebook as usual, haha, and I couldn't help but reach out one more time. After this, feel free to unfriend me. I'm just digging your energy, and I'm all about good vibing people. I know we haven't met, but I seriously think you'd be awesome motivation in my online group, and I'd love to help you hit your goals. Never an obligation, but do you have any questions about it that would help you to consider joining in on the fun? Or are there any questions that you would want to ask that would help you to seriously consider being a part of this with me? Okay? Like, when you can straightforward ask that, like, if you're not going to respond, first off, you're not my tribe. You're not my friend, because, like, I would respond. So first off, don't get upset if they don't. Instead, be happy that they're not being a straight up bitch. It could be a lot worse. So, just kind of went like this. And as you can see, I sent it to Ashley Kindig. I sent it to her. I sent it to her because I have a lot of the same people that are doing the same shit with me. The only thing I changed was what I saw on their page. That was it. So I was able to send off a lot of these today. So just make your time efficient. I hope that answered your question a little bit. As far as people that aren't respond, just make sure that how you post is how you talk. So I've been doing a lot of freaking emojis in my posts lately, so I'm going to talk like that in my messages so that it's consistent. It makes them feel like they can trust me, that I'm not this fake person here and somebody totally different on the inside. That's really, really, really important. Guys, this is all just a trust game. They're all testing you. They've been reached out to before. How long are you going to be here? How many times are you going to reach out to them? Because some coach might, and in GoPro, I highly recommend you read either GoPro or Get Over Your Damn Self. Obviously, I recommend that you read both of them, but if you're going to have to only choose one or the other, pick one. The reason being is that it talks about how, on average, it takes customers 7 follow-ups to say yes. 7. And the crazier thing is that distributors, on average, give up after 4 because we feel too awkward. That's some shit, right? Remember, it's not about us. It's really not about us. So if they're going to be mean, they just need it even more. They need it even more. Okay? So let them watch you, let them follow you, and they'll join you eventually. So let me see. Brindle, did that answer your question?
It did. So after like the third time that I've actually sent them a message, I usually just kind of like stop off and like check back in like 3 months. I just don't want to be annoying to them.
If
Oh,
you're
that's my feeling too.
if you're annoying to them, they'll unfriend you. And annoying is all relative, because somebody that you find annoying usually has a best friend, right?
Yeah.
So that person doesn't find them annoying. Annoying is all relative. And again, it's all in your head. It's all you telling yourself that I'm being annoying for doing this. You don't know that. There's some people that are just kind of shy and awkward. A lot of us were too, especially if they don't know you. Just got to give them that chance to get to know you first. And how do you do that? Be consistent. Be here a year from now. Have a transformation photo. It doesn't have to be physical. It can just be face to face. It can be emotional, mental, whatever. But that really is a big thing, guys. You need to have a transformation. Does anyone else have any other questions? Okay, so today is May 29th. Tomorrow's May 30th. So, what was I going to say? Fun little incentives that you guys can do is, when you think about it, every time that somebody orders an all access pass through you, you earn $50. Okay? So you can do a quick little incentive if you're talking to somebody and they're kind of on the fence, or they've been back and forth. You're going to just say, hey, girl, I'm just doing a fun little giveaway. I'm giving everyone a $5 Starbucks gift card, like a little something free on me to start summer. I know you were back and forth on joining. You were able to get set up tonight. I'll send that off to you in the morning. Thanks, girl. Let me know. Super simple. Guys, you can totally hit Success Club. You can hit Success Club in 4 hours if you're like serious about it. Okay, most of you aren't working until midnight. So if you really want to hit it, sit down, blast some awesome music, do a little dance party, drink some pre-workout, and share this opportunity with some people that really need it right now. Okay? I recorded this, so I will upload it to our team page. I love you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.